Praise the Lord. I'm going to talk about what it was like being raised and born into Jehovah Witness. I'm an ex-JW, praise God. But what it was like being born into it, there's a big difference being born into the religion and being recruited into the religion. Both of my parents are and were Jehovah's Witnesses. My mother was baptized as Jehovah's Witness at age 14. My father was baptized at 17 years old, and I was baptized as a Jehovah's Witness at 14. I remember as far back as my mother had a picture of me carrying one of them green Bibles with, I was like 4 or 5 years old. And I remember um, we couldn't salute the flag. I remember a little girl being in the first grade and everybody else saluting the flag, and I had to say I couldn't salute the flag. I couldn't celebrate holidays and birthdays, and I remember um, my mom used to have back when I was young, they had Bible um, plays where the characters, when you go to assemblies, district assemblies, and they would have plays where they would act out the Bible stories. Well, my mom, she would have my childhood friends come over to our house, and instead of having pajama parties, we would have Bible. We would have my friends dress up as Bible characters, and that was fun. Then I remember um, when I was in high school. As I got older in high school, I wasn't allowed to participate in any extracurricular activities. They had this book out in the 80s. Joe Willis had this book out called School and Jehovah Witnesses. It, it was a brochure, and they had us take that thing to the schools and give it to our teachers. And I wasn't allowed to have friends that wasn't Jehovah's Witnesses um, in our home a lot, and I couldn't go over to their house. And I wasn't allowed to go to any games, school games, high school games. I wasn't allowed to go to my proms, my junior prom, senior prom, dances, none of that. And I was smart. I was the top four out of 150 students in my high school senior class. I went to Paul Lawrence Dunbar High School in Baltimore. Graduated from there, and I wasn't allowed to do nothing. And um, I had an art teacher that warned me, said, Crystal, what you gonna do when you graduate? You need to focus on your career, get a job, and you're smart, get a scholarship. I was telling her that Joe Witnesses BS. Said no, my parents gonna sponsor me, and my religion they gonna sponsor me. They gonna take care of it. And she tried to warn my behind that a school teacher. They ain't sponsored nothing. Um, then um, when uh, I had uh, met my first boyfriend while I was in high school. I got my first job, my first boyfriend. I met at the job, and he was older. He was like 5, 6 years older. And make a long story short, with that friendship, that's where I got this fellowship. It ain't had nothing to do with fornication or none of that. Cause I didn't at the time I didn't fornicate. I was just dating a guy that wasn't a Jehovah Witness, and at the time I was a regular pioneer. See, at first I started being an auxiliary pioneer where I did 60 hours a month doing the ministry. Then it went from 60 to 90 hours a month, and that was pressure. I got baptized at 14 to please my parents. And one of the elders tried to warn me. He was like, I don't think you're ready. And when you into that cult, I'm going to call it like it is, it's a cult. When you into, they don't tell you up front all the ramifications of being a member or being a Jehovah's Witness. They don't tell the people when you're knocking on a door that, hey, if you don't get into our religion, you're going to die, and if you don't believe the way we do, we're going to put you out, and we're going to excommunicate you. We're going to strip you. We're going to disfellowship you. They do a lot of bait and hooking. Yup. And hey, yeah, they don't tell you nothing. So even when I was in growing up, all of my so-called Jehovah Witness friends, there was a lot of cliques inside there, in the in crowd, the outside crowd, you know, and with me, see, I was disabled. I was disabled. I had epilepsy. I had all kinds of physical disability. So I didn't fit in with that growing up. And then I didn't fit in with my peers in Jehovah Witness either. Because if you didn't associate with certain ones or the in crowd, they treat you like crap. And then on top of that, I was molested inside the religion, and my mother covered it up. Even to this day, she swear up and down that she swear up and down that I lied and that it didn't happen. She chose the religion. She chose the religion over her own daughter. Yeah. So that's how it was for me when growing up in it. I'll discuss more about it later and give you further details of, 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 about it. But yeah, even now, as an ex-Jehovah Witness, uh, it's different for those born into it than those that voluntarily went inside of it and got baptized. Yep. Okay. Like and subscribe and share. And I'm gonna make more videos about my experience of being born into being raised into that, and my ex JW experience now. Okay.